Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So this divergence continues, and you can see the divergence brewing here. And one thing to bear in mind, when you see divergence like that, and you have this pattern forming, and you can call it a channel, you can call it a flag, but when you have divergence brewing like that, there is something brewing. We do have a bit of structure here. And that is at 12,824. That's this previous swing low here that we dropped below towards the close of last week, and then we closed above it going into the close. That could be another flag brewing for another leg down, which is probably the way we should look at this. We are in a downward trend, so that's what you're kind of looking at. It's only when you start breaking above that area there, which is 13353, that then we need to start looking at a different view. So in other words, looking for longs rather than shorts. So just pay attention to the divergence here. And if we look at the 3 hour, you're going to see slightly different picture. We do have similar divergence from there to there, but it's not as clear as what it is on the 8 hour. But more importantly, oscillators have separated, and one is at the faster moving one is at the top, and the slower one is at the bottom. So that bodes well for a flag. So we are in a downward trend. That is the structure that we should be looking at. So we're looking for areas to short. That's pretty much what the moral of the story is. We do have a very strong bit of support here at 12,624. You need to keep that in the back of your mind. Then you need to keep this high and then this trend line. So that is sort of the levels that you're looking at today. Right, coming down to the hour. Oscillators group the upside, pretty much nothing going on at the moment. It is July the 4th, so the US will be on holiday. So everything that you see today is going to be European based. So the big question is whether the Europeans have some kind of strategy today, or whether they're just waiting for the US again. So if they're going to wait for the US, expect sideways price action. Pretty much it'll happen for all day. If they're going to drive this in a direction which right now looks to be short, then we should be bouncing off some kind of structure. So we have a gap firstly, which is a bit of a concern, and then look at all these tails to the upside here. So that's kind of the view that I've got right now. Is 12,935 is the line in the sand. Looking for price to get up to there for a bounce, and I can actually just do this. Just do that. You can see there is the flag, and look, we are moving sideways out of that flag at the moment. So all intents and purposes, a retest somewhere up here at 12,935. That would be my opportunity. So I'd be watching that on the 15-minute. Price gets up there, starts giving us some price action on this level. We're looking for a move to the downside. If we look at Friday, you can see how volatile Friday was. But at the moment, you can see we're potentially looking for support. So the only thing that's going to get me looking long at the moment, on the 15-minute that is really a break above Friday's high, build a base, in other words, this area here. So get above 12,935, build a base up there and start moving. That's the opportunity for the longs. Alternatively, what we're looking at is 12,824, break and retest of this area. That breaks the moving averages, breaks everything, and then I'm looking for a move down to come and test the lows of Friday. Lastly, just have a look at the weekly. Let me just clear everything here. You can see nothing really indicating that we have any structure forming on the weekly. You can see just another red bar with basically another range bar. So we've had 2 range bars in a row on the weekly. We've got the crossover here. That's confirmation of a downward trend on the weekly that has formed now as well. But obviously we want to pull back to test structure. And the other thing we need to pay attention on the weekly is that area there. So yeah, that's kind of my view this morning. I think 15-minute chart is probably going to get you moving. You can see a clear triangle forming here. So whichever way it breaks this triangle, and retest, then it should move in the direction. It's going to be relatively quiet today. I think it'll be pretty structured. Mondays, normally there's no catalyst on a Monday that's going to drive price, so you should see pretty decent price action, and you'll find some structure on the 5 and 15 minute charts if you've got time. Okay, anyway, just be cautious of the afternoon because it is US public holiday, so you don't want to be trading in the afternoon. Rather take the afternoon off, but you should see some setups this morning when the DAX opens. Hope that helps, and we will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.